What is going on, guys? Welcome and welcome back to another episode of TC Unleashed, where my goal is simply to get you to challenge yourself. In this episode, guys, I like to talk a little bit about being yourself and what's keeping you from being yourself, what's holding you back from being yourself. A lot of us are not being ourselves, I find, because we're afraid of what other people are going to think. And I talk about this often in my videos only because I see it all the time. I've seen it throughout the years, and it baffles me when I see it only because I know there's another way. It's so easy, and you know, you got to just try being yourself. Try being yourself for a minute and stop worrying about what other people are going to think. You run around and you put yourself in these positions that ultimately you can't afford to put yourself in order to please other people. And we do that because we want acceptance, right? Why else would you be jumping out the window and doing things that make you uncomfortable? Why else would you do that? Right? You're constantly trying to please other people. And there's nothing wrong with pleasing people. There's nothing wrong with helping people, but it's even more important to help yourself. It's even more important to please yourself. Some of us take years and years and years to figure this out. Some of us are much older than myself and still haven't figured it out. How to display who they really are. How to just be comfortable with who they are. And that's what life is about. That's the only way to make it through life, knowing who you are. Without you knowing who you are, you have no confidence. You have no get up, and you have to dig within yourself and figure out who you truly are, and then be that person in all authenticity. Right? Be who you are. Be comfortable with the person that God blessed you to be. There's only one of you. Only one person could do this the way you do it. Once you really recognize that and understand that, you'll recognize how powerful you are. You're gifted, just like a lot of people, but unlike a lot of people, you're not utilizing your gifts. You're afraid to utilize your gifts because you're afraid of what people are going to think and what people are going to say. Right? But you got to learn to put yourself out there. Some of us are 30, 40, 50 years old and still haven't figured out who we are. Right? We don't take the time to figure out who we are because we're so busy trying to figure out how to please everyone around us. We're so busy worried about everybody else's opinion about us. You're so busy worrying about what somebody is going to think about what your opinion is. Be confident in your opinion. If you think something and you think it's a great idea, don't be afraid to voice it. It might be the idea that everyone has been looking for. But because you keep yourself bottled up and closed in, right? Because you're afraid that your opinion doesn't matter. And this is a process that you've grown to do over the years, right? You didn't become this person overnight. This person with a lack of confidence in yourself. Because at the end of the day, that's what it boils down to, right? You not accepting yourself is a lack of confidence in yourself. And because of this, you continue to seek other people's opinions and other people's pat on the back. Watch my video where I talk about getting a pat on the back, where I go into full detail, where we live for people to pat us on the back and tell us that we did a good job in order for us to continue to do a good job. You should be able to pat yourself on the back and encourage yourself without anybody. It's great to get other people's opinions. It's great to have people pat you on the back and tell you that you did a good job. But that shouldn't be what you're expecting. If you're looking for it, what happens when it doesn't come? What encourages you when it doesn't come? What encourages you when there's nobody patting you on the back? How do you stay motivated when there's nobody telling you you've done a good job? Right? You have to know for yourself when you've done a good job. This is the only way to keep yourself encouraged. Talk to yourself. Look in the mirror day after day. And be proud of yourself. Tell yourself, I'm happy with what you did yesterday. Right? Breaking old habits is not easy, but this is what has to be done. You've conditioned yourself to believe that you can't be accepted for who you are. Man, think about that. You conditioned yourself that people will not accept you for who you are, right? So you go through life doing things that you think people expect you to do in order for you to be accepted by them. That's gotta be horrible, man. Because you're always changing identities to fit the people that you're around. But it's so easy to be true to yourself and just be who you are. More people will accept you than you can imagine because you are being you. There's nothing fake about that. There's no work that you have to put into. You don't have to put no work into that. You don't have to put no work into being yourself. What you do have to put work into, pretending to be something that you're not. Pretending to be a person that you're not. Changing hats, changing faces with every situation that you're in, with every person that you come in contact with. That's no way to live life. We only have one life to live, guys. Don't wait for something bad, some bad event to happen in your life for you to come in contact with who you are. Don't wait for some bad experience in your life to happen before you start helping people. Guys, once again, I'd just like to thank you for tuning in. This video turned out much longer than I thought it would, so I'm gonna chop it up and break it into 2 parts. This is part 1. I hope you stick around for part 2. Thank you for providing me with your time, guys. Again, God bless. TC out.